Johnny, you've been described over the in two ways. I know many regard you as the finest singer in the world, and you'll get no argument here.
I don't think he's going to get any argument from anybody with that one, to be honest. Yeah, he's a powerhouse. He's amazing. His voice is brilliant. Hello again, now people. What's good? It's me. It's Ted. It's another episode from Blunt Ted Talks Music. First of all, thank you very much for clicking on the video, and secondly, thank you very much for becoming a member. Because if you are watching this video, that means you are a member. Because it's a members video. Also, welcome from the crazy gerbils in the background. They're extra active tonight. They've tried to ruin both videos that I've recorded this evening, but they're a presence. They're here. They're with us. So and they're going mad. So yeah, this one is John Farnham talking about his days in the Little River Band, which I don't really know too much about the history of the Little River Band, other than, you know, what I've been told by people in the comments and stuff. So it'd be quite interesting to go back and, you know, have a little watch of this. I'm just wondering as well whether it'll be like other John Farnham interviews, will the mother-in-law get a mention? Let's see.
Johnny, you've been described over the in two ways. I know many regard you as the finest singer in the world, and you'll get no argument here.
I don't think he's going to get any argument from anybody with that one, to be honest. Yeah, he's a powerhouse. He's amazing. His voice is brilliant. You know, there's only a few singers like in this world that, you know, I've just thought were just mind-blowingly good. You know, John Farnham is one. You know, we all know this already. He's an absolute legend. He's got the greatest voice that I think not only Australia but the world see. He can sing on anything, any genre, any key, anything.
Yeah, but you have been described as someone who oversings. Do you think you oversing, say in comparison to, you know, say someone like Glenn Shorrock, who just sings the crotchets and the quavers and that's it?
No, I do.
You oversing?
I do tend to overdo it a bit.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I'm trying to work myself out of that. Mariah Carey oversings.
Yeah, she does.
Because she can, I guess. And I thought that I could, but I can't anymore. But I pulled it back a little bit. I used to try and do everything I could and get every note out of the thing as I could.
Well, I think that's what people enjoy, the over-singing. But when you were...
Yeah, I wouldn't call it over-singing. It's done him a bit of a disservice there by saying over-singing. It's not over-singing. It's what John does. It's great. Like, we want to hear this. I mean, if somebody's got a talent and they're capable of going this far with it, you know, you might not even be able to see my hand in there. But if they're capable of going like this high with it, why go there? You know, and, you know, as for him saying, you know, he's trying to rein it in a little bit, you know, it must have just been a short one, because every video that I've seen probably after this, you know, he's been just as amazing as he always was. So yeah, to say he's over-singing, like, I don't think he's trying to be disrespectful, but it doesn't come across well.
Say with LRB, I mean, did you have people like Graham Goble and his other half-mates?
Not sure who this guy is, but he really looks like a young Jeremy Clarkson. I'm not sure if in Australia you'll know who Jeremy Clarkson is if you Google him. He did a show called Top Gear, which was quite big actually, so yeah, you may know actually who he is. And he did an Amazon show as well, but he does look like a young Jeremy Clarkson, this guy.
Mate, be bloody Birtles. I mean, I can't work those guys out at all. To my mind, they're cod ordinary. I've had trouble with them all my life. I've never gone on with them. Are you of similar mind, John?
No, not really.
You just hope their guts.
Yeah. No, not their guts. No. But no, we actually don't talk much lately. But no, I don't have anything against them at all.
No.
But I don't spend any time with them either.
But no, was it difficult sitting into an ensemble like that where they were doing the harmony and they would have wanted you to be right on that bloody note at the right time? And you as an overseer, you would have bloody hated that.
Hated it. Hated it. Because what was happening, I found that difficult because I'd been a solo performer all my life. And joining a band, and I was in a situation where I'd love to be a team player, as long as I'm the captain, which is fine. And that's just the way I work, and of course that was a little difficult. I felt very restricted within a band in that, you know, often the material that we were recording as a band wasn't what I felt comfortable with. But because the other 5 guys liked it, or 4 out of the 6 of us liked it, then I had to be in it. I guess it's like being the managing director of a company and having to sell something you don't really believe in.
Well, see, I heard stories that you...
Yeah, that makes sense. So I think, like, looking at the humour of this interview, maybe the other comment before, the over-singing, I don't think he definitely wasn't trying to be disrespectful. But like I say, it didn't come across well. But yeah, talking about his days in the Little River Band, and yeah, he's, you know, if he's not enjoying what he's performing, if he's not getting a feeling from it, then yeah, he's got to go on and do other things, which he did. And you know, he became John Farnham, the voice, after this.
Like, you know,
Not from me.
with a corded mic, you liked having a bloody long lead, 50 or 60 metres, and really going out and working the audience, because you love being with the audience, relating to the audience. Now, I heard that the Gobe and the Beeb actually bloody stapled your cord down so you couldn't move anywhere more than about 3 or 4 metres away from the X on the stage. Is that true?
Pretty, yeah. Well, apparently so. I've heard myself. I heard the same rumour. But it was really interesting because, you know, we're touring America with that, because everybody thought I was Glenn Shorrock. Hey, you agree, Glenn? I'd say, thanks very much. Which was good fun. I had a great time. Because they thought I was Shorrock.
Did you bob detailed cars
I
and do
did the
stuff
whole
like
thing.
that?
But no, some nights I'd have, you know, 60 foot of cable, and I'd be working my backside off, you know, and then the next night there'd be 6 feet, and I'd go to take off, and I'd end up, you know, like a cow being roped at the end of it.
Now, some of the great tunes.
So yeah, this is something that you know, I was told in the comments before, I think from Annie or Deb, I can't remember who it was, but it was mentioned before that, you know, they used to tie his cable down to stop him from being able to move about and that. And you know, I guess, you know, the rest of the band didn't want. They could probably see that John was, you know, he was going to be massive, and you know, they just tried to rein him in a little bit because they probably wanted to keep him in the Little River Band with them. You know, this is theory. You know, I'm just guessing this, but you know, it's how it seems. But ultimately, all it's done is just made him sad and not enjoy it.
Tunes that you've recorded over the years, but I put it to you that On the Border is the worst song anybody's ever recorded in the history of music. I mean, I know it's a boffin question because you have to know the song, but it's a heap of rubbish, Roy, isn't it? How did you feel when the manager came in and said, Glenn, as they called you then, of course, because he thought you were...
Glenn Shorrock.
Glenn, would you have a go at this, mate, if you don't mind, and don't walk
That
around
ends
the
with
stage.
you're out of order.
That's it. Yeah,
Because order rhymes with border, I
yeah,
suppose.
that's exactly.
Was that one of Beeb's
One
or
of
Graham
Graham's
bloody
songs,
Gobe?
yeah, Graham's song. But that was a very big hit. It's not one of my favourite songs. And I can appreciate the work that actually went into some of those songs. I think, I wouldn't choose to record that, but I was in there. Yeah. I joined the band, and it was my fault.
Yeah, so I was interested. I thought it was going to be a bit longer than it was, but yeah, that was very interesting to see that. And yeah, I think it was quite a jovial atmosphere. You know, I don't know who these guys are. And I don't know if that's just the way they are, and John knew that's the way they were going to be. But you know, there's a lot of banter going on there, which, you know, from the outside it might seem quite harsh. But you know, when I'm at work, there's a lot of banter goes on. You think we all hate each other, but you know, we're all mates. And that could just be how this situation is here. You know, to say On the Border was like one of the worst songs ever recorded. So it's a bit of a mad thing as well to say. I think that's one of the songs that I reacted to, and I don't ever remember hearing a bad John Farnham song or Little River Band song or whatever it was. So I wouldn't imagine it was the worst song I ever recorded. I mean, Spice Girls, they've got a whole bunch of them. Handsome, you know. There's so many. There's so many. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to call that video. We'll leave that there. Now I've got the Spice Girls in my head. I need to go and get the Dettol out and scrub my brain. So yeah, I'm gonna call that a video. So thank you very much for watching, and like I've said before, thank you very much for becoming a member, and subscribing and liking the videos, and it's all appreciated. Everything goes back into the channel. It's going to go towards making the videos bigger and better. So yeah, thank you very much. And it's been me, Ted, and I shall see you all later.